It feels good to be back in the South. We're at voiceradio.com. You're tuning in to Unsportsmanlike
Conduct.
This is your boy EP from
Cleveland.
in the building. How y'all feeling today, man? We're back. Seems like we've been going for like 5 months or something.
Man, I missed it.
We went on a little bit of vacation.
Little bit.
Had to go clear my head. Re-energized, you know what I mean? Get back in the groove. So I'm feeling good. I'm refreshed. I've been swimming and diving in lakes for the last week, and I don't want to rub it in, but man, I'm gonna tell you how much fun I had in a minute. All right, I'll tell you about my still in the boat and getting lost in the middle of the night. But,
Oh, man.
Stuff
In the middle of the night?
Things I do. Yeah, you know.
We're glad to have you back, man. We're glad to have you back.
In the saddle right now, my man Teddy.
Queen on the scene in the building. Happy Friday to the fan. Happy Friday to Cleveland. How y'all doing out there? We are ready for this weekend. We got a host of events coming up this weekend. Charity basketball game coming up tomorrow. We got Pete League coming up tonight and Lou League coming up on Sunday. So we'll keep you tuned in as far as that. And to my right, my brother, Coach Bo.
Yeah, great weekend, but it's also a better day. 22 years of marriage with my wife and
Oh,
I
yeah.
today.
Got to celebrate that.
That's why she get to sit in the studio today?
Yeah, well, you know, she shared with me every day. So we got 22 years together. Happy anniversary, baby. I want to tell you that live
Happy
here on public.
anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
And I love you to the moon and back.
We might have to get some notes on later on.
Yeah.
So, check it out, man. We got a good time today, man. We got a great show lined up today. We'll be talking to our partners from the Adams Board of Cuyahoga County. That's the Alcohol, Drug, and Mental Health Board of Cuyahoga County. They'll be visiting us today. Also, Sappy, girl Zelma Brown, and they deal with adoptions.
Okay.
We'll find out more about, adopting a child and, saving a life. And then also we'll be talking to our people at National Car Mart today.
Oh, yeah.
See what they got going on out there at National Car Mart.
Okay.
Some of our proud sponsors of this year's 2019 Turkey
Turkey
Jam.
time.
Hey.
Pluck up.
Yeah,
Yep.
coming up on November 30th. So good time today, man. We're ready to get it. Popping. Hey, how you doing? Come on in.
Come on down.
Come on.
So what's up, man? So how y'all been?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. The summertime, the heat is finally here after we had 40 weeks of rain, man. I'm just like, now I've been able to cut grass every day for the last week and a half, but we've been able to get outside, me and McQueen on the scene, Junior over there, play some basketball, been able to go swimming and all that. So just enjoying the summer, enjoying the time, and just excited about what's coming up with the squad goals and as far as the media and everything right now. I'm ready to get into this editing. I'm just excited about everything that's going on. So summertime's going good right now. Summertime's going good for me.
It's been hot here, but I had to escape. And what's going on, Coach?
Yeah, I'm a little jealous of you. That's where we're going to start off at. But, I can't be jealous. It's just next time we're going to make sure that we're there with you. That's all.
Right on.
I may not be jumping off any cliffs
Right, I don't want to get
or off of
stranded
any
in the night.
airplanes. I know I won't be stealing any boats in the middle of the night because I don't like the dark. So
Right.
I'm a city dude.
So check out, man. So we got a chance to hang out at the lake house at Lake Martin, Alabama. Right, so we go there every year and hang out, man, the whole fam. But this year, they had the nerve to let me have it to myself when they left from Sunday to Wednesday. And it was like Animal House a little bit.
Did you clean up before you left?
Yeah, we cleaned up.
Okay,
everything, man.
all right.
One night I found the keys to the boat, decided to go take it for a little span, and went out too far to start getting dark.
You didn't know the way back to the lights?
Heck no, man. They talking about this lake is the biggest lake in the history. It's one of the largest man-made lakes in the world, or something like that.
Wow.
Okay, it's huge, like Lake Erie big, and there's all these massive. I'm gonna show you some of these pictures of some of these houses on the side of this lake, man. $1 million mansions just sitting.
What's the name of the lake?
Lake Martin, Alabama.
Okay.
It's an eclectic, and tell you it's in the middle of nowhere. It's in the middle of nowhere, but it's a lot of fun, man. Waking up, looking at that lake, jumping in it every day. Then there's a cliff called Chimney Rock. Check it out on YouTube. It's about 75 feet high. So every year we go jump off
Okay,
that.
that's not bad.
We go jump off the rock. So I'm going to keep jumping off that rock till I can't climb up no more. That's the thing. You got to get up there first, and then there's no way down.
Right.
You have to jump.
You have to jump.
You have to jump. You try to get out, you get messed up.
Or
So
you
you
gonna
get
fall
up there,
down.
you got to jump. So every year, I got no videos.
Thanks for warning me, so you know I'm not going
Right.
up. Yeah.
You have it on
Thanks for
videos.
warning.
You don't see me jumping off.
So you're supposed to just tell them, no, you're going to climb up closer, then you'll be able
Yeah,
to go back down the stairwell.
And they climb up the rocks and paint their names, spray paint,
Oh,
spray
yeah.
paint all over the
Because
place.
they don't want to come up there and do it again. Like, this is one and out right here.
So it's pretty fun, man.
Well, just to let you know why you were gone, Teddy and I implemented a new rule.
Yeah.
It's called delay a game.
Oh, man.
So when we throw the flag on you, that means it's time to move on.
Right on,
Time to
right,
move
throw
on.
that
All right,
flag
we
in.
just do the flag.
But we talked real quick, man, about me getting lost, man. I did, man. I took a wrong turn going back to the lake house, and it's just started getting dark really fast. I end up somewhere, and I'm trying to play it off like my cousin, like, what are you doing over here? I said, I just want to see how the other side of the island looks, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I just had to break down, like, okay, I'm lost.
Right, I don't know where I'm at.
But Waze, we had to jump on Waze, and Waze actually showed us how to get back to the house from the water.
Really?
Yeah.
The Waze?
Waze.
Now, is it-
WAZE. Use that when you travel. Tell you where all the potholes at, police, accidents.
Oh, you're talking about an app.
Yeah, it's an app called Waze.
So your phone-
So use
so-
Waze.
So it's like a GPS in the water.
Right, so it took us back through the water. It showed us back.
Nice.
And so we all stayed alive. Like, I would have been eating people and everything, you know.
No, you just laid there till the sunlight came up and you went back
Now,
to the
what
island.
kind of service you got to be able to get
Like
right?
you-
I mean, that don't sound like you had revelers.
No,
I'm a-
Waze, download Waze to your phone. I'm telling you, when you ride through the city, it tells you like with everything. It's a fight on the corner.
I don't want to give people the wrong information, man. I don't want them to be out there in the middle of the lake and they got cricket and they get waves and all of a sudden they lost and now they're in the
It
Bermuda
goes on
Triangle.
anyone.
Okay,
Way better
all right, I wanna
shape.
make sure.
It's the best GPS thing you can use, man. Tell you some information you need, but check it out, man. So this past week, Wimbledon. Been paying attention to that?
Yeah, I love
Coco?
tennis.
Yeah.
Coco.
And watching Coco do her
Yeah,
thing, that was
yeah.
pretty cool, man. And you imagine, man, like my friend.
Wait, they had TV out there too?
Yeah, we got TV.
What?
We got TV, we got internet, we
Okay.
got all of that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's paradise.
Okay, all right.
So just not many people, just who you take. You know, but a lot of people want to play for not in the house.
Okay.
So check out, man. So the woman thing with the girl Coco, she did her thing. Can you imagine? And I know it's probably a strange feeling playing somebody you grew up with the pictures on your wall and.
Mhm.
all
No,
that.
I just thought it was pretty
You know,
bad getting beat by a 15-year-old.
That's pretty bad in itself, but pressure like my friend Terry Rozier plays for the Celtics now. Shout out to Terry, just signed a $60 million.
I can't believe they get. I can't. Congratulations.
I know, a
Yeah.
millionaire. I can't wait to call it.
$58 million contract. What was that, the Jazz, right?
Yeah,
What-
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Was
yeah.
it 6 year, 5 year, 6 year?
But yeah, I think three. I think what?
No,
3 years?
3 years. 3 years.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he got
That's
3
big,
years.
man.
Yeah.
So I remember
big.
watching Terry in the backyard. You know, I used to coach Terry Rozier. Watching him in the backyard playing with my son, and he's pretending like he's Kyrie Irving. That was him. He's back to shooting. He was Kyrie every time he got out there. And it's so crazy to watching them play on the same team with Kyrie when he had Kyrie posters on his wall. He
Right.
wanted to be Kyrie in the backyard every day.
Yeah.
Now you playing with the guy. Now you making $60 million.
Like I don't want to play. Yeah, he went from playing with the guy to I don't want to play with the guy
I don't
anymore.
wanna play with the guy
This
anymore.
guy's holding me back. He's
That's
holding me
something
back.
special. That's special.
Yeah.
That is. So someone like her, 50 years old, I can imagine her idols was Serena Venus. And I know
Yeah.
she had a plaster all over the wall and all that.
My wife and I
Can
was
you
talking.
imagine the
yeah.
motivation? I mean, you go home. Yeah,
I just
told
beat
y'all.
Venus.
Told y'all.
Until Serena
she
walked
washed
in,
up, I told you.
and then Serena walked in, you got a real
Trembling a
player.
little bit, right. Trembling,
Yeah,
very close,
yeah.
but that's a great story.
That was.
You know, and it makes women, excited to watch every year, man, when stories like that pop up. Anybody, you're underdog. I love the underdog in any competition, like the NCAA March Madness. I want the number 16 seed and knock off the 1 seed, so I was rooting for her. It was fun rooting for her, but, like most little children, grown folks came in and shut it down on her.
Right.
But she'll be back. I think she'll be back.
Yeah.
And rank one of
At
the top
15,
10.
yeah.
15
Nowhere to
years
go
old,
but
she's
up.
a lot older.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, man, so tell us, we got an event coming up this weekend. Let's talk about that real quick.
At the Level Up Charity basketball game coming up tomorrow. So that's going to be brought on by Marcus Devine and the nonprofit organization, of course, Squad Goals Inc. So charity basketball game being held tomorrow. That's going to be, doors will be open at 3 o'clock, and that's going to be at the home of the Lou. So Lutheran East High School, you can come on up, 3565 Mayfield Road, Cleveland Heights, Ohio, 44118. There'll be raffle tickets, there'll be prizes, gaming truck up there. So it's all kinds of events and things for the family. So it's a full family event. So children all the way up to teenagers, as he mentioned, as Coach Bo said, they'll have a gaming truck there. So that's to be available. And all proceeds and donations will go towards bully awareness, educational workshops, mentoring, things of that nature. But not to mention, some of the top players in Cleveland in this charity basketball event. So you can come on up to Lutheran East. That's tomorrow afternoon. Starting doors open at 3 o'clock, and you can buy tickets either at Eventbrite or you can buy them at the door. So.
All right. So you want me there at what? 1, 12?
No, you got 11:30 for you. Yeah, 11:30.
We need to start warming up the hot dogs, man.
All right, that's what's up. I'll be there at 11:30, 12 this year. Somewhere around there. Check it out, man. Hey, don't forget, man, this special alert here, man, brought to you by the Adams Board of Cuyahoga County. Fentanyl is the leading cause of drug overdoses in Cuyahoga County. Fentanyl is now found in powdered and crack cocaine. Can you believe that?
Yeah,
That makes no sense. I don't understand the whole concept of killing off your customers anyway. Don't get that, but that is just a shame, man, that the drug dealers are killing people for one. You know, and people making that decision too, 50-50 chance if I hit this, I might die. You know,
Yeah, well, that's the gamble that as you mentioned,
Right.
it's a gamble. I mean, because I don't think that the drug dealer's intention is to kill them. They're just cutting it with that. So, and their intention is more money. That's a drug dealer's mind state. Everything's getting more money. So,
right. And, you know, sad thing.
no matter who it hurts, you know.
And that's a surprise. You know, not many people are expecting to be smoking crack and fentanyl in it. But
Right.
It's happening now, so please watch out. And if you're ready for help, give them a call, 216-623-6888. That's 216-623-6888. And when we come back, actually, we're gonna have some representatives here from the Adams Board of Cuyahoga County to give you all the information you need to help save a life and, you know, survive your own and recovery. All right? Don't go anywhere. You're tuned into the one, the only Unsportsmanlike
Conduct.
here on voiceradio.com. We'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
See ya.
Also, if you didn't know, this is called the show.
Hey, this your boy McQueen on the scene. While you watching, please make sure to like and share this station with all your friends.
Hey, I'm EP from Cleveland, and if you're looking for your next vehicle, then look no further than National Car Mart, located at 9255 Brook Park Road in Cleveland, Ohio. They specialize in quality, high-end vehicles at wholesale prices. No matter what your credit situation, their specialists can help tailor a finance package to get you rolling in style. They have connections with a wide variety of financial institutions to help provide financing for all credit levels. To get started, just complete a secure online credit application at www.nationalcarmart.com or stop in at 9255 Brook Park Road in Cleveland, Ohio. You can also give them a call at 216-505-1750. That's 216-505-1750. Find your dream car today at National Car Mart. Did you know that National Car Mart is a proud supporter of the I Am Bully Free awareness campaign? That's right. If you stop in and say I am bully free, then you will receive $500 off of your next car purchase. Get to National Car Mart today at 9255 Brook Park Road in Cleveland, Ohio. Give them a call at 216-505-1750. That's 216-505-1750. Visit the website at www.nationalcarmart.com. Remember, say I am bully free and find your dream car today at National Car Mart.
This has been brought to you by the nonprofit organization. As a community, we have suffered and witnessed the effects of being unaware. Our outcomes and decision-making skills are far too often influenced by a stronger and bigger force, the bully. Not only does a bully attack us physically and mentally, but more importantly, socially and emotionally. The bully persuades and predicts our present and future by blinding us from the tools and resources we need to succeed and the ability to pass on that success. At the forefront of our mission is the trauma, and in most cases, long-term trauma caused by bullying. It can lead to depression, anxiety, and even PTSD. 75% of bully victims report higher likelihood to develop mental disease. However, bullying can be prevented, especially when the power of a community comes and grows together. By supporting and standing behind bully awareness, we can prepare ourselves as well as our children from the stronger and bigger force. Take the pledge to be bully-free. Visit yesbullyfree.org and take the pledge. This has been brought to you by the nonprofit organization Squad Goals, Inc. I am bully-free. Sportsmanlike Conduct. We're here at another Friday afternoon. As EP mentioned earlier, the charity basketball game coming up tomorrow at Lutheran East. Coach Bo, the charity basketball game at 3 o'clock at Lutheran East, home of the Lou League. So 3565 Mayfield Road in Cleveland Heights, Ohio, 44118. Doors open up at 3 o'clock. Tickets can be bought at Eventbrite or they can be purchased at the door. So don't forget to come out to the charity basketball game by Level Up, sponsored by Marcus Divine and the nonprofit organization Squad Goals, Inc. Squad Goals, Inc. in their level in bully awareness. Cleveland, it's your guy McQueen on the scene, here to let you know that next weekend it's time to level up and step up to support bully awareness as well as suicide prevention. Next Saturday, July 13th, marks the 3rd annual Level Up Charity Basketball Game, brought to you by Marcus Divine and the nonprofit organization Squad Goals, Inc. A family event that will include a gaming truck, raffle tickets, giveaways, music by DJ Fire Squad Entertainment, and of course a competitive basketball game featuring Cleveland's top players. The fun starts at 3 o'clock p.m. at Lutheran East High School, 3565 Mayfield Road in Cleveland Heights. Tickets may be purchased at Eventbrite or at the door. All proceeds will go towards mentoring, educational workshops, and future community events. You can also take the pledge to be bully-free at yesbullyfree.org. The Level Up Charity Basketball Game, Saturday, July 13th at Lutheran East High School. This has been McQueen on the scene. I am.
Welcome back to VoiceOfRadio.com. It's your boy EP from
Cleveland.
Man, Teddy McQueen.
McQueen on the scene.
And Coach Bogart in the building.
Yo, I'm back.
All right. We are back. It's a beautiful day outside today. It's been sunshine has been shining on Cleveland. We paid our LA bill.
Yeah,
Giving
for
us
sure.
some sunshine. As long as we send them money, we keep getting sunshine.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
I send them money once a month there.
Oh, yeah?
Gotta buy a little sunshine from LA. Yeah. It works. It's been working for years. When I don't pay the bill, that's when it do.
Why don't you start painting in the wintertime?
Right.
You know, around the time we got the polar vortex and everything. Why don't you
That's
just
when I go broke.
go a little delinquent in the summertime, you know?
That's when I go broke and they shut us off.
Well, you gotta get on pimp in the winter or something.
Then check it out there right now, man. We have the pleasure of joining us right now from the Adams Board of Cuyahoga County. Beth Ziegler, Director of External Affairs. Give it up, give it up, give it up.
Good afternoon, good afternoon.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Wait a minute, okay.
Gotta bring her on.
That's
bring her
more
on.
like it.
All right. And also, my man Ben Ghosting, Chairman of the Board for the Adams Board of Cuyahoga County.
Mr. Ghostin.
Thank you. Don't everybody stand.
And also Omega in the building.
Yes, a dog in the house.
Dog in the house.
All right. But check it out, man. They said once again we had the pleasure once again working with the Adams Board in the past. You know, we did a lot to advocate for a lot of things they do down there and getting the information out to our community and to the public. And once again, we partnered up with them to do the same thing. And we are focusing on the fentanyl and the cocaine awareness program. Beth, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having us.
All right, so great you're here. And elaborate about your position and what your work entails daily.
Sure. I do media relations, public relations, community presentations, all of our social media, pretty much anything that's public facing I'm involved in. And we're here today because in May, over Memorial Day weekend, and in May in general, there was a huge spike in deaths from overdose of fentanyl mixed with crack or powdered cocaine.
Wow. And that's something that's fairly new, I guess, that when did that start happening?
It has been on the rise slightly from 2018 through, but this was a huge spike. We were talking, we were seeing around 11% of the deaths, and in May we saw 50% of the deaths
Wow.
contributed to African Americans directly related to crack and powdered cocaine.
Now, with the holidays and everything in effect, Memorial Day, 4th of July, is that risen or what's happening now?
So May was a very bad month. There were 41 total OD cases in the month of May. There's still 31 cases that are pending. 17 were African American victims, 24 were Caucasian, and of the 24 Caucasian victims, 4 were Hispanic.
And it's not like in the news, anytime there's a murder or a shooting, it's on the news every day. But you don't see these bodies piling up in the morgue. We don't even hear about them until now from you. Like, I know when we walked in the morgue, we saw 30, 40 bodies over the last couple of months in the morgue because of fentanyl overdoses. And I guess that's where we're here to get the word out, let people know what's happening and why you're here today. It's just.
Could I ask a question about that? What was the age range?
Yeah, that was
Yep.
the same question I was gonna ask.
The victims' ages ranged from age 17 to, age 19 to 71.
Oh, wow.
30 of the victims were male and 11 were female. And I will tell you though that I think we are getting the word out because there was not a significant spike over 4th of July weekend, which is very positive news. So thank you so much for sharing the information.
Thank you. And then Mr. Ben Goldstein, Q in the building. How's it going?
Fine, I'm good. Thank you for having us here.
Yes, and elaborate please on your position there.
Well, the Adams Board is a board that is funded by the county and by the state, and in some instances of the federal government. We provide funding for 65 service providers. We provide the funding, the monitoring, and the oversight of those agencies, serving approximately 35,000 people who are living with mental disorders and approximately 15,000 people who are living with chemical abuse disorders.
Right, absolutely. And we're glad to have you here also. So let's explain a little bit about what we're doing and why you're here and the whole fentanyl, cocaine awareness and what you guys are doing to push that. And also Project Dawn, we can talk about also.
So we are working closely with the medical examiner's office. Anytime they see a spike or a rise in OD deaths, they are letting us know, and we're immediately putting alerts out to the public. And our last one over May got shared and was seen by more than 16,000 people through our social media posts alone. And then the media picked it up and they did cover it. So we got some pretty good exposure for that. But the message basically is what you guys have been playing here. If you do use drugs, please don't use alone. Use with someone who carries Narcan. So Narcan is an antidote to an overdose. So it basically knocks the opioid off the receptor in the brain and puts the person into acute withdrawal. So they stop overdosing based on when it's administered. If it's administered quickly during the overdose, it can save a life. So.
Can I add one thing there too? Also, if you're with someone, I guess there's a little loophole in the law there. Or if you're with someone and you're using and they have an overdose, they're not subject to any kind of law enforcement penalties or something, right?
There's a Good Samaritan law that protects a person who provides aid.
Okay. Even if they were involved in the drug taking at the time?
Yeah, it's still, the Good Samaritan law will cover them if you provided aid for a person. So one of the things that bothers me is that fentanyl is a synthetic drug that is manufactured in another country.
Right.
All right, and it's a controlled substance. And it bothers me that it's finding its way into our streets. They're not cutting crack cocaine or powder, but they're using a few grains to enhance the high. 5 grains of fentanyl, the size of a grain of salt, all right, is fatal.
Wow.
All right, and so we have some problems with how it's reaching our people in the street. Not only are they using it in crack cocaine and powder cocaine, but also in heroin, meth, and also now we have some cases that are being used in marijuana.
What?
Yes, and in fact in Canada, they have a very strong epidemic there with fentanyl being used in marijuana.
And there's probably no smell or taste to it. You just know you got
this weed was, or this marijuana was way better than
The-
the
yes.
last because of that added fentanyl.
Yes, yes.
So that you were subject to go back to that person.
Yes,
to add more. That's-
but if you have maybe more than 2 or 3 grains in that, then that
It's
can-
fatal.
that's fatal.
Wow.
And
Wow.
then you have carfentanil, that's also anesthesia for elephants
Mm.
that some are using also, and just to smell it or touch it, or really be in the general vicinity of it, that can be fatal also.
They're actually making pills also that look like OxyContin, kind of, they're made of fentanyl.
And Xanax.
Yes.
Fake
yes.
Xanax pills that are fentanyl.
So if you have a problem, person who has a problem, all right, have them call area code 216-623-6888. all right?
Yeah, I think it's so great what you guys are doing, and it also ties into what we're doing, is because you're not so much anti, you're about the awareness. As you mentioned earlier, you said, if you're gonna use drugs, do this, or you're gonna be exposed to this. You're not out there, because, I mean, it's 2019, I'm pretty sure you guys have been doing this for a while now, and it's kind of scary that you mentioned that you had an overdose at somebody 17 years old. So I think about 17 years old, I think about my little cousins, their classmates, and it's, you know, one of the questions I have for you is, how much is that, what are the triggers for a 17? Could it be bully? Is bully tied into that? What are the triggers for someone to go out and start using, you know, especially when you get into the heavier drugs opposed to marijuana and alcohol, but you get into the drugs like opiates and things? What are the triggers that we see out of our young children?
Well, for children, if they start using when they're in their teenage years, their brain is reforming all the wiring. So alcohol, marijuana, any type of drug that they may ingest at any point in time can change that wiring around and prime them for substance use disorders later in their life, or even as a teen. Another thing that we would talk about with that, I totally forgot what I was going to say.
Okay.
Well,
Never mind.
there are many variables, not only bullying.
Trauma.
But
The
yes,
trauma, yeah, exactly.
yes. And as Beth was saying, that teen brain does not fully develop until about 26 years old. And so they don't understand, but they're vulnerable up until that time for those, the rewiring of the brain. And the pleasure centers are tricked,
Right.
all right? And so they're thinking they're doing one thing and they're being led down another road.
Wow.
Yeah, in trauma, I think, I don't remember the exact stat, but I'd say close to 75 or 80% of people who have a substance use disorder have had some sort of trauma in their life.
Right.
Yeah.
Either chronic stress or toxic stress or traumatic experience.
Wow. Now, what other ways does the Adams Board help our community? Actually, what other things you have going on?
Well, I really do want to talk about our health fair, our wellness fair that we're having for our clients on July 22nd. That's really cool. We engage our clients in all of our conversations so that they can help guide the work that we do, because all the work that we do is person focused, so the people should be involved.
Okay.
And we normally held an event at the zoo where everybody came together and ate and had fun. And we suggested to them possibly doing a free health and wellness fair, and they thought that was awesome.
Okay.
So
We also have developed about 7 years ago, we began to talk about a faith-based initiative. And we've developed a faith-based initiative where we fund now 9 agencies that provide services that also harmonize or integrate, if you will, spirituality with the clinical therapy so that a person has a better chance of recovering. We do know therapy works and people do recover.
Absolutely,
Now,
absolutely.
when you mention clients, what's a client? Someone has a problem, they come to the Adams Board. Do you have like a facility that someone comes to, or is it more like an outreach kind of thing?
So we're the funding agency for the providers.
Okay.
You would not come necessarily to the Adams Board, but you would go to one of the providers vis-a-vis recovery resources.
Okay.
Or Murda's Taylor.
Okay.
Multi-purpose.
So those would be your clients.
Right.
Okay.
That would be the people we fund.
Okay.
Do
All
you
right.
fund the city mission? Any of those, please?
Beg pardon?
City mission?
We have a limited relationship with City Mission. We do a small grant with them. The person is assessed, all right, and then that agency would dictate whether that person is to have clinical therapy and or chemical therapy.
Okay.
And for the sake of the wellness fair, the client can be anyone who's receiving services for substance use disorder or any mental health disorder. They can get free biometric screenings, dental and podiatry checkups, and then we'll have interactive sessions that include Reiki and yoga, art therapy, healthy cooking classes, exercise classes, so it'll be pretty cool,
Don't
yeah.
forget about the free lunch.
And free lunch, yes, and a gift card for showing up.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, really, I'm sure a lot of people out there listening, if you aren't having an issue, someone in your family or someone directly related to you some kind of way is having an issue, and try to get them some help. You have resources that are available.
Just call area code 216-623-6888.
623-6888.
Hey, Lord. And also, don't forget to travel the road to wellness at the Behavioral Health Client Wellness Fair, Monday, July 22nd, at the Marriott Cleveland Airport, right?
Yes.
West 150th Street. All right, 10:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Free lunch, people, and get all the help you need to, and get to eat. What's in the lunch? Let's get that out there.
I don't actually know what's on the menu. I should have asked that question.
But then also, we want to remind our listeners that we have a levy coming up in March.
Okay.
And Adams Board is funding from the Health and Human Service levy. The Cuyahoga County, a portion of our funding comes from that Health and Human Service levy at the tune right now of about $39 million. And we're gonna need everybody's support and help to keep our doors open.
Absolutely, so get that out there also. If you can't submit as much information to us about that also, so we can get that out there. We definitely don't need your doors closing, for sure. Anybody got anything else for questions out there?
That's it.
Can I just add that we are the lead agency for the Suicide Prevention Coalition,
Okay.
and though we are seeing a rise in overdose deaths have been really public in media, right, and everyone's talking about it. We're also having a rise in suicide deaths in Cuyahoga County. In fact, 2018 was the most number of deaths that we've had since 1985. And so anyone who's really needing help, really call that number. We also have a crisis text number. You text 4HOPE to 741-741. Maybe you're too down to talk, text. A crisis counselor will respond, and then you can have that conversation to try to get you some help.
And I'm gonna be calling on you guys a little bit later when school starts, because there has been an increase of suicide threats in this geographical area. And so I'm gonna be calling on you guys to give us a helping hand.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be one of my next questions. Do you guys help and provide funding so that, groups such as our group can go out to schools and teach them about suicide prevention, bully awareness, and things of that nature? Is that something that you guys do there at the Adams Board also?
Yes.
Okay.
I tell you, we do a lot of youth. They call me Coach Bogart here. I heard some of the weirdest things, and when the youth even speaks of, I don't want to get old. I'll go now. So it's a lot of detail. That's why one of our outreaches is to continue have them involved in athletics. So we do a lot of live productions and try to, fill some of that gap that they're missing. So, I guess it's really important for us to be able to have an outlook with them, and then when we hear certain things, even you guys just come in not as the Adams Board right away, but as just part of the network. So then if they feel that because a lot of them, they don't reach out like that, and they won't reach out. So
I'll
that's
leave
when we
you
have
my
to-
information, just text me, email me.
We definitely will.
And keep me abreast, and as time permits,
Yeah,
we will. But we want to really leave you with, if someone needs help, there's a number that's handy. Area code 216-623-6888.
Flag on the play.
Flag.
That's cool, man. Hey, real quick, get off the information every which way possible that people can get to you, including that phone number. You know when to come in. All right. Now, can you please, real quick, get all that information out again? How people can reach the Adams Board and get help?
You mean the phone number?
Phone numbers, websites, all that.
Okay, 216-623-6888. Yep. The text number is 741-741. You can text for HOPE, but if you just texted, they would get you. And our web address is adamscc.org. So ADAMHSCC.org.
Perfect.
Great.
All right. Hey, thank you so much once again for joining us here at Voice of Radio here on Unsportsmanlike Conduct. And you know what, man, it's for you, man. We'll take you out.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Atomic dog.
688
Thank you very much.
Does that mean I'm the dog catcher?
Don't go
Watch out,
anywhere.
don't get bit.
You're tuned in to Unsportsmanlike Conduct with your boy McQueen on the scene. You just heard from Beth and Mr. Goldstein from the Adams Cuyahoga Board of Cuyahoga County Alcohol, Drug Addiction, and Mental Health Services. Once again, if you want to reach out to them, you know the phone number, 216-241-6888 to reach out to them. More Unsportsmanlike Conduct coming up for you in just a few moments. Don't forget, this weekend, the charity basketball game, Level Up charity basketball game, that is right at the Lutheran East High School, 3565 Mayfield Road, Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Come out tomorrow, you guys. Doors open up at 3 o'clock. Coach Bo will be there. I'll be there, McQueen on the scene, and we'll be broadcasting, doing play-by-play. We're going to be having lots of fun with that basketball game during the halftime show. We also have a gaming truck up there, so Keisha's Superfly gaming truck will be there at Lutheran East for the Level Up charity basketball game. That's going to be presented to you by Marcus Divine and the nonprofit organization Squad Goals, Inc. So don't forget, Squad Goals, Inc., in the presence of their pledge campaign to lift bully awareness, looks for your help with that, and they want you to make the pledge to be bully-free. So you can always visit yesbullyfree.org. Once again, yesbullyfree.org. There you can take the pledge to be bully-free. You can also donate and help lift up the efforts and support Squad Goals, Inc., and lifting up bully awareness. So if you yourself believe that there are conditions that you've been exposed to, because the bullying awareness that we speak about is just not about physical bullying, it's also about the emotional and social side of bullying. So as we just mentioned, we talked to the Adams Board, and we know how so many young adults right now are turning to drug and alcohol abuse, and it's from the trauma. So bullying is a part of that. Bullying causes long-term trauma, causes PTSD, and most people that have been bullied go on to have some type of mental disorder. So if you'd like to help Squad Goals, Inc. in their efforts to lift bully awareness, we ask you to visit yesbullyfree.org. Once again, that's yesbullyfree.org, and take that pledge. As I was just saying, Level Up charity basketball game, that's coming up tomorrow.
What's up, Little League? Carl here. As you are tuned into our summer session, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this page.
Cleveland, it's your guy McQueen on the scene, here to let you know that next weekend it's time to level up and step up to support bully awareness as well as suicide prevention. Next Saturday, July 13th, marks the 3rd annual Level Up charity basketball game, brought to you by Marcus Divine and the nonprofit organization Squad Goals, Inc. A family event that will include a gaming truck, raffle tickets, giveaways, music by DJ Fire Squad Entertainment, and of course a competitive basketball game featuring Cleveland's top players. Fun starts at 3 o'clock p.m. at Lutheran East High School, 3565 Mayfield Road in Cleveland Heights. Tickets may be purchased at Eventbrite or at the door. All proceeds will go towards mentoring, educational workshops, and future community events. You can also take the pledge to be bully-free at yesbullyfree.org. The Level Up charity basketball game, Saturday, July 13th at Lutheran East High School. This has been McQueen on the scene. I am bully-free. Don't forget, coming up this Sunday, the Queen on the Scene, along with Coach Bo, Squad Goals Inc. We will be at Lutheran East this Sunday for primetime coverage of the Lou League, Cleveland's most prestigious basketball league. We'll be there for primetime coverage starting at 2 o'clock, going all the way until 5. That first game, UTWville taking on Fam First. And then, how about that 3 o'clock game? Blessed taking on the guys, the returning champs Brigade. After that, 4 o'clock is Build That House versus Fear No One. And at 5 o'clock, rounding out the primetime hour, will be Team Polish taking on the Goon Squad. Don't forget, Lou TV can also be found on SGI Live. That's SGILive.com. We'll be right back for more Unsportsmanlike Conduct here in just a second.
Did you know that National Car Mart is a proud supporter of the I Am Bully Free awareness campaign? That's right. If you stop in and say I am bully free, then you will receive $500 off of your next car purchase. Get to National Car Mart today at 9255 Brook Park Road in Cleveland, Ohio. Give them a call at 216-505-1750. That's 216-505-1750. Visit the website at www.nationalcarmart.com. Remember, say I am bully free and find your dream car today at National Car Mart.
Cleveland, it's your guy McQueen on the scene, here to let you know that next weekend it's time to level up and step up to support bully awareness as well as suicide prevention. Next Saturday, July 13th, marks the 3rd annual Level Up Charity Basketball Game, brought to you by Marcus Divine and the nonprofit organization Squad Goals Inc. A family event that will include a gaming truck, raffle tickets, giveaways, music by DJ Fire Squad Entertainment, and of course a competitive basketball game featuring Cleveland's top players. The fun starts at 3 o'clock p.m. at Lutheran East High School, 3565 Mayfield Road in Cleveland Heights. Tickets may be purchased at Eventbrite or at the door. All proceeds will go towards mentoring, educational workshops, and future community events. You can also take the Players to Be Bully Free at yesbullyfree.org. The Level Up Charity Basketball Game, Saturday, July 13th at Lutheran East High School. This has been McQueen on the scene. I am Bully Free.
Is a good thing. I hope we got something to do with that, man. So what do you have available at National Car Mart? Tell the people why you are the best place to go for a new car.
We got about 400 cars here on the ground at all times, and we have anything, price range anything from $3,000 to $70,000. If you can think about it, imagine it, we've got it. And
400 cars. Now how long does it take to get rid of 400 cars?
we turn them every month.
Every month?
Every month, we get all new fresh cars constantly in here all the time.
Wow. All
We
right.
turn them constantly every month,
That's cool.
over and over again, constantly, in and out, all brand new cars people pick from.
So I'm absolutely sure if I come out there and I need a car and I've got to choose between 400 of them, I'm going to find me something.
That's what happens. A lot of times people even see things on the internet, they're like, well, what about that one? What about that one? What about that one? So there's all kinds of things to choose from here, absolutely.
Now what kind of,
The price very competitively too, absolutely.
now I understand you guys too are work with any type of credit also.
Oh, you know we like to hear those words.
We work with, and they take good credit, bad credit, any kind of credit. And it amazes me what the team here can do with people, even with credit they think they can never buy anything, they'll never get financed.
Wow.
We always take care of them.
That's what's up, man. So anything from a Beamer to a Benz, what can we find out there?
How about a Bentley?
Well, you all do have Bentleys out there also, okay.
I got a Maserati too. I mean, we got cheap stuff too.
Man, what you want for the Maserati? Body parts, arms and legs?
2,000 we got.
Right. All right, now, so if I want that Maserati, what do I need to do? How do I?
Sell your soul.
Sell what part of my leg?
I have a little bit of a larger payment on that, but, we can arrange it,
All right.
Go
the
me.
application can be done online, you come in. First of all, you gotta come in and drive them. You gotta make sure you like the car.
Couple hundred I am Bully Freeze.
Gotta like it.
Now, some
I'm
people.
sure you like the Maserati though.
Absolutely. Now, some people, trying to get a car, trying to get into a car, and the salesmen are annoying. The whole process kind of gets on your nerve. How do you all make that a little bit easier for the customers that walk in there?
Absolutely. We want customers to walk in here, feel comfortable. A lot of car lots have a reputation of the sales comes out and jumps on the customer. We don't do that. We greet them with a smile and warmth. We treat them like their family. That's what we do.
EP's being real vague right now. Basically, he wants to know, are you going to have any Polish boys or ribs when he comes through the door? He don't care if you jump down, as long as you jump down with some corn on the cob or something.
That food. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I heard you had some of the best looking salespeople in the country also. All right, so
Beauty
man,
sales.
Right, absolutely, man. So you're located right on Brook Park, man. We had a chance to go and visit your showroom and your lot full of cars.
Between Brook Park and Seaman, right up 480, really easy to get to.
Right.
Right off the interstate.
Absolutely. And so tell us also, where's I getting ready to go? And I'm thinking about driving right now.
So you're right down the street from Aldi's and Sam's
Yeah, all
Club.
of that. I'm thinking about that Maserati.
That Maserati.
Yeah, I'm almost at that tax bracket I can afford
Would you consider renting it for a day?
Yeah, right.
Is it a full-size car?
The Maserati is darn straight full. We got minivan. Some people want, got a family. They need 3 rows of seats. I got minivans, got SUVs, 3 rows.
It's gonna be EP here soon.
Now, what are you pushing? What's hot right now? What type of
That's a
car?
flag, man.
What type of car is hot right now that's flying off the shelves over there?
A lot of real nice, SUVs we got, they're hot, and a lot of sedans we got. But again, it depends on whatever the person needs. We gotta see what they need.
Right.
So we try to mold the car and the deal to fit them, their budget.
That's what
That's what we do.
All right. So any new deals or specials going on right now where people should get on down there?
Hey, you look at the internet specials, you go online, share internet specials, those are on there.
Okay.
So, don't worry about the dealer sale day, especially this. We're a large wholesaler, is what we are, but we do retail to the public, which is an advantage that people have. It's kind of
Right.
like going to Sam's Club where you buy things for less money.
Okay.
You can buy the cars here before they go to the dealers and mark them up $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 and buy them from us.
Okay.
What about warranties?
Cheaper, so it's a big advantage.
Right.
Does the car last as long as the toilet paper from Sam's Club? How about the warranty on that car?
We put warranties on all our cars,
Cool.
depending what the person's needs are. There again, some warranties even unlimited mileage on them.
Right.
Nice.
Unlimited mileage warranty on the car.
Hey,
Lasts for the life of the loan.
So tell me this, if someone just bought a car from another lot and they couldn't stand it, can they come and do a trade with you guys and work a deal like that? Or how do you do with trade-ins? Or do you take trade-ins?
Absolutely, absolutely. And unfortunately, it happens to people sometimes, and we can't take their vehicles to trade that they don't like or whatever, maybe doesn't fit their needs.
Right.
Okay, so you do trade-ins.
Vehicle fit their needs for tomorrow.
All
We
right.
absolutely do that.
All right. Now, how long have you been in the car business then?
Personally, myself, I've been in it since I've done about 30 years, 35 years.
All right.
Dealership here's been there for 62.
Wow. Now you from Cleveland, or you from Cleveland?
Good long track record. Family-owned business. It's a very good long track record.
And
Invite anybody to look at our reviews. We have awesome reviews. Please go online and look at our reviews. Look at our BBB rating. We have awesome BBB rating.
now we
We have credentials, stay behind our product.
right now we got one more qualification. At least 95% of the people there are Browns fans.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
That's what we're talking
Woo,
about.
woo, woo.
Indians and Cavs.
There you go. Now you got the staff.
Talking about the sports teams.
That's what's
right,
up there.
exactly.
Hey man, we appreciate your time, man. And like I
Definitely.
said, man, appreciate the information you're giving out, and we're gonna make sure people get the word about National Car Mart. Get out there, anything from like say $3,000 to $70,000, something to fit your budget. So get out there and talk to my man John. Should they come see you so they get in there?
Absolutely. Come see me.
All right.
Nice.
Call us directly at 216-398-4125.
Hey John, tell me this. This is Cornelius. Is there a secret word or secret phrase that they can say to get a discount when they come?
Well, now they can. I am bully free. I don't know if he knows that yet.
Mention your station.
Right.
Mention your station. I want the station discount.
All right, voiceradio.com or I am bully free. They can go there and say that I am bully free and get $500 off of their next purchase. So, all right.
There you go.
There you go. All right, cool. We just made that up. No, we didn't. You also.
I'll honor it. Ask John, I'll honor it.
All right, sounds great, man. We appreciate you, John Sims at National Car Mart on Brook Park Road. You get out there and see those guys. Check it out. If you are in need of a vehicle, stop in 9255 Brook Park Road in Cleveland, Ohio. Give them a call 216-505-1750 also. And remember, say I am bully free. Take the pledge. $500 knocked off your next vehicle. Hey, John, thanks. Have a great weekend, man.
Thanks, John.
Appreciate your time, all right?
Have a good one.
Thank you. Enjoy the sunshine.
All right,
take
thank
care
you.
now.
All right, talk to you.
So you get you rolling in style and enjoy that sunshine.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, reasonable rates. That's all it's about. And they take care of the business.
I think I'm going after that Maserati.
Oh man,
John,
yeah.
I want me a Maserati.
You want the
you know what I'm
Maserati?
saying? Yeah,
I
man.
would love to see what that payment gonna be for your Maserati.
right.
Yeah.
He didn't say how long he gonna keep it, he just wanted.
I may have to do a whole lot of embezzlement, but y'all catch me later. Y'all catch me later. Check it out, man. VoiceRadio.com. Take you out a little Daryl Hall and John Oates. These
All right.
are my boys, man, right here. VoiceRadio.com. Unsportsmanlike Conduct.
Conduct.
What's up, Jack? Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
So it's over there right off between where all these and Sam's Club is it on Brook Park? Is it on Tiedemann?
Ridge.
Oh, it's on Ridge.
Ridge, like a ramp.
Oh, so it's on Brook Park between Ridge and Tiedemann.
It's right near the Montrose Jaguar, Volvo, and all that is, right before that.
Conduct, right here on voiceofradio.com. I'm your boy McQueen on the scene. To my left, EP from Cleveland. And to my right, my brother, Coach Bo. What's going on?
Yo.
Cleveland. And we are here at voiceofradio.com. We just heard from the Adams Group as far as the Board of Cuyahoga Alcohol, Drug Addiction, and Mental Health Services. Beth DeJesus and Mr. Goldstein were here in the studios, letting anybody know if they need help as far as mental health, chemical.
Just gave her whatever you wanted to give her.
Beth DeJesus?
No, but.
DeJesus.
Oh yeah, she is. She got another thing. Zeke Lobe.
I wasn't gonna try that one, man. See, flag on the plate, man.
Right.
Pass interference, man. Verbal interference here, man. EP over there, man.
My bad, 5 yards on that one.
Right. I'll tell you though, one thing about it is that people have to really just admit to they have an issue, just to save their life. You know?
Well, that's the first step.
Right,
Yeah.
first step. So
So getting past denial.
that's it. Yeah. So we have to, keep, just stay on top of our own to make sure to get the help.
Right,
So-
right. Check out, man. Real quick, man. Let's get into a little NBA. All right. Talk about all these trades that went down, man. And who do you think got the good deals? Who got the bad deals? Let's start off with the Clippers acquiring
Good deal.
Paul George.
Great deal.
You know, Oklahoma City Thunder get Shai Alexander, Danilo Gallinari, 2022, 24, and 26 first-round picks. 2 first-round picks via Miami, 2021 and 2023, and then a right to swap first-round picks in 2003 and 2025. So I guess they made some move for growth later on, and the Clippers get better right away. Man, you talking about big-time basketball in LA. Man, what?
The Staples Center.
The Staples Center is going to be rocking. And man, every time the Lakers play the Clippers, man, it's only popping. Man, and not to mention what the Lakers did. Let's see here. Let's get down to the Lakers.
Anthony, did they?
Anthony Davis to the Lakers in a 3-team trade. So New Orleans Pelicans get Lonzo Ball, okay, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart.
They lost out on that one. I like Brandon Ingram.
4th overall pick DeAndre Hunter from the Lakers traded to the Hawks. 2 future first-round picks and cash considerations via the Wizards. And Washington Wizards get Isaac Bonga, Jamirio Jones, Mo Wagner, and 2022 second-round pick via the Lakers. That's a lot of moving around.
It's a lot of moving around.
Right. Celtics get Kemba Walker. And Terry Rozier heads to Charlotte for $58 million.
Yeah, I really wanted my boy Kemba. I'm a big UConn fan. I've been following Kemba ever since he left, college, and I really wanted him to go to LA play with LeBron, get a chance to win a ring. He's going to Boston. I mean, it's almost the same situation he left. I mean, right now, because Boston, I guess it's a better team, but I'm pretty sure he got his money out the deal, but I don't know.
It's safe to say Terry Rozier going in as a $58 million point guard. That's his team? Is that his team?
That's his
Are they
team.
building around him?
Well, of course,
Right.
of course.
I'm trying to tell you guys, and just mark my words here, right? Because I'm never wrong when I predict how these players are going to end up when I get to the NBA. A lot of people arguing back in the day about LeBron, said he wouldn't make an impact his first year. I beg to differ. I watched the guy play. Playing again in high school, watched him at the Q. It was a grown man out there with some little boys. That's just the way it was. I knew he was making an immediate impact. A lot of people did not want Kyrie Irving in Cleveland. I argued them up and down. They wanted us to get either Kemba or what was it? Williams was also there. Forgot his first name, but he was also there. Kyrie didn't play enough in college, but I watched him play at Duke and I watched him play in that tournament. He's a beast. You're going to love Kyrie Irving here in Cleveland. And it happened. Once again, I watched Terry Rozier play basketball since he was younger, man. Coming up, high school, all that stuff. I'm telling you, if this is his team for real, they give him the green light, you talking about a guy who's going to be hitting 40, 50 a game. I'm trying to tell you, he's about to change. When I tell you he can score, but never since Louisville, he didn't have the green light to shoot. He didn't have the green light with the Celtics. He started picking it up himself later, but didn't have the green light. Watching him stand around most of the time. I watched this dude, man. Trying to tell you, they let this guy loose. You talking all-star, 40, 50 a game. He's gonna be doing it with ease. Mark my words. I'm looking
We
at
hope
crazy
so.
now.
No,
I ain't
one
even
thing is,
also,
I'm a
trying to
Cleveland
tell
guy
you it's gonna
fan.
happen.
I'm a Cleveland guy fan.
It's not even about me
Yeah.
being a fan of his. I know this dude and watch them play. They press that button, you got the green light.
Well, I mean, he's in a perfect, he's in a land of opportunity because that's exactly what Charlotte's going to give. I mean, to be honest, Kemba Walker didn't want to leave. He
Right.
stated that he wanted to stay. I mean,
Well,
because,
I'll tell you for $58 million, I'm gonna do what you want me to do.
right.
That's all that matters.
Yeah,
You
but,
want me to just run the
I
point, you
mean,
want
that
me to
was,
score.
you know, that was one of his things though. He wants the minutes.
Right.
You know, he wants the
And
minutes.
I think that's why they gave him $58 million.
Yeah, I mean,
$58 million,
yeah,
because
yeah.
guess what? His minutes are what? They're good
Yeah,
minutes. They're
yeah.
worth every bit of it.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
you know, he's a
I can't
he handles his
wait, man.
business.
He'll be able to be very.
Yeah, he's not a distraction, you know.
No, not at all.
Team leader on the floor, you
Yeah.
know, floor leader.
So that's why they gave him $58 million.
Yeah. I mean, he deserved it,
Yeah,
clearly,
he
you
deserved
know.
it. He deserved it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Dellavedova got 9, so Terry Rozier should get 20, 20 a year.
Yeah.
Now, the Warriors didn't make too many moves. Golden State Warriors get a Marlon Spellman.
And they did. They got
Well, they
rid
got D'Angelo Russell,
Oh, they got
though.
Russell, right. Okay.
Yeah.
and they got rid of your boy.
KD?
KD, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, he's headed to,
The Brooklyn, right?
Brooklyn.
Yeah. He's up there with Kyrie, right?
yeah, with Kyrie. That's gonna be
Yeah.
another something interesting.
See how he just try to slowly get the Golden State Warriors. They didn't do too much. Wait a minute.
Well, right, yeah. No, Dwight Howard never won a ring, has he?
No.
Where's he
His
at?
window was closing, man.
He's in Brooklyn?
Yeah, no, they sent, Dwight Howard to.
Should have sent him home.
Yeah.
He got his money.
Back
He's
to his
retired,
couch.
you know?
Where's he going, man? He's going to, where's Dwight Howard going?
Back to the highway where he was
He said back to the Dwight Howard.
picking up
Dwight
escorts.
Howard. He's picking up escorts, no. Dwight is going
That's
to,
a
where is
flag
he
there,
going,
right?
man?
That was a flag on him. He should have been suspended.
Hey, where's your whistle sound?
Right,
Where's your
he's
whistle
on,
sound?
man.
Well, he's finding that though. How about
Oh,
Houston?
Memphis. He went to Memphis.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No
Then
big
Washington gets CJ
No
Miles.
big thing. No
Right.
big thing. That's not-
Washington gets CJ Miles. Then
What about
Washington
Russell
gets
Westbrook?
Oh, that's a good trade.
Yep, Russell,
Westbrook?
where Russell end up at?
For Boston, right? Chris
No, no.
Did he switch?
Houston.
I thought they
Yeah,
paid him
Houston.
in,
You just saying the wrong team.
Oh,
You saying
okay.
Boston, yeah.
he went to Houston.
Yeah,
Chris
Chris
Paul,
Paul,
right,
yeah.
right. Houston. With,
So where's Chris Paul going?
He's in, but he's in OKC, but they're looking to trade him already. He doesn't want to stay there.
Yeah.
So you got my man Russell Westbrook playing
Over
with,
Houston.
Back with James Harden.
James Harden.
How is that going to work?
That's gonna work out fine, man.
That's gonna work out fine.
Man, that's 90 points right there.
3,000.
All the other team got to do is put up
In the regular
35.
season, but we know what it looks like. We know what it looks like in the regular season. What's the difference between Chris Paul? I'm a huge Westbrook fan, but I just don't. With Harden, I don't see them. Who's going to control the ball?
Whoever has it in their
Yeah,
hand.
whoever get
So
it.
they're gonna be boxing each other out when the other team score. Like, or
Give
they're
me
gonna be
ball.
looking at each other like, you take it out. Like we used to do back in the day. Like,
Right.
I ain't walking over there.
Yeah.
Soon as somebody talk, come on.
That's exactly what's
Right?
gonna happen. Yeah.
And this is even worse because, Russell a little more aggressive. man.
Yeah,
He
you're
looking-
right.
He
Yeah.
looking to score.
Yeah.
Every time he come down the freaking court.
Yeah.
So you got-
Russell mess around and rip you from behind. Go ahead, take the ball
Take
up.
the ball from him.
Go ahead, take the ball up.
He
They come running from behind like, I got you, bro. I got you.
That's gonna be funny,
He's
man.
gonna be ripping hard.
Man, I don't see that work. I don't know how that's gonna work.
This is gonna be the same team.
I mean, they gotta have some humble doses of some humble pie over there, man. They both, the last couple seasons for them have been the worst. You know,
As far as what? Their
which is
team?
as far as expectations.
They
expectations,
still average 35, 30
Yeah, I mean,
points
but
a game.
as far as their expectations, especially Westbrook and the Thunder, like especially when they got Paul George.
Well, like I know, in order for any one of them to win a ball game, they got to have 60 points a game.
Right.
When they're cold, their team lose.
Yeah.
But the teams, trade for them and sign contracts. So
So what about our young Cavaliers? And we get Kevin Porter Jr. over there, my little young cousin.
That's your family?
No.
I was just saying. Let me hold something.
Right.
Let me hold something.
So I don't know this guy. But man, I like the Cavs little young
That's the
team
guard,
over
right?
there, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Cavs little squad, man. I think they're gonna be a little competitive. I don't know about record wise, but
You said
they're gonna
little
play with
squad.
some people though.
I mean, when you look at the
They want
East,
that
who do you
man
see
going
coming?
out
I mean,
there.
you got Toronto. I mean, you got Milwaukee. You got Philly.
Brooklyn now.
Well, Brooklyn, I mean, KD not gonna be playing for a whole another year.
They did give him a whole year off?
No, I mean,
He
I'm
has
just
to.
assuming. Yeah, he's got to.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
never know. You never
at the
know.
latest after All-Star break, at
Yeah.
least, you know,
Right.
maybe at the beginning of the playoffs, but
Right.
still, I mean, who else? You know,
Well,
Atlanta.
I think Cleveland now becomes the Browns, and the Browns becomes the Cavs.
You think so?
Yeah, they just switch places, man.
No.
We're not gonna be competitive right now.
I believe we'll be competitive.
I think we'll still be.
We were actually competitive.
I think we can still make the
with-
playoffs.
With the squad we had, we had a playoff team.
Who's our
at
coach?
the end of the season.
I don't know. Oh, what's his name? Our coach now from Michigan.
Oh yeah, we got the Michigan coach,
What's his name?
and we got a woman as an assistant too.
We had a nice squad.
Yeah, we got a woman. We got a. I forgot her name. I saw that the other day.
Yeah,
She's
they
a
hired the first woman assistant coach.
yeah from WNBA.
And that Cavs
Yeah.
would have bad ball.
I like that. Well, they plan on having a young squad, so I like that. They plan on having a young squad, so they got young.
So he
coaches
brought a
around.
college team
Yeah.
to the NBA.
Yeah.
Think about what we just
He
did.
said he's gonna do who?
You brought a college head coach,
Yeah, college.
and you brought a college team to the NBA. It's the
No.
first time
No,
ever.
it's not a
No, we
college.
got
I mean,
You said they're young, right?
well, they're young, but they're not inexperienced.
They get
Tristan's
paid
not
to play.
inexperienced. Kevin
Oh,
Love
they-
not inexperienced. You know, Nance didn't get to go, but Nance, you know, this is what his third, fourth year.
Who's young?
Sexton is his third year.
Yeah, light skinned dude that was balling over there, Nance, and who else? He's come off the bench killing him. Did they trade him? What's this guy's name?
Came off the bench.
Yeah, like he was never started, but as soon as he come off the bench, he hit about 20 or 30 on him. Was that Nance? No, that wasn't Nance. The other light skinned. Yeah, everybody carried a couple of light skinned cats on the roster. You know?
Right.
What was that guy name? Nobody remembers.
He played for the Warriors.
No, Cavs roster. Let me see. Last year, Cavs. 2018. I'll tell you his name in a second. 2018 roster. His name. What did light skin do that? It's hard to find light skin people on Cavs. What's his freaking name? Okay, here we go, George. Man, all these people on the Cavs last year?
They had a lot of people on the
It's
Cavs.
like 30 of them.
Oh yeah, I mean, because we were saving, you know,
Traded and left and,
keeping people healthy.
Right, back to the forward chain, front end, George. I don't even know what I'm looking
At least they
for.
let some young players get in the game, so that way we could see what they had instead of just playing.
Colin Sexton will be one more year older in the NBA, so he will get his.
Oh,
jacket
Sexton has been
on.
balling, though.
Colin Sexton.
Sexton has been balling.
Have you been watching some of the summer league?
Yeah, I like Sexton.
Were you watching the game with Barrett and Zion?
I didn't get to see that game.
Yeah, that earthquake was true.
He's here this weekend.
Who they playing?
No, I mean, you talking about Earthquake the comedian, right?
No, I mean the earthquake for real.
Oh, the earthquake. Yeah.
In the middle of the game, Zion, when I was watching the game, and the whole arena just started shaking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so when that debut, that summer league game, when Zion and Barrett played each other, and all of a sudden the floor started shaking, and the rims started moving, and it was an earthquake, so they had to cancel the game.
Come back home, LeBron. Come on back home, LeBron. You ain't built for that, man.
I said, okay, why I can't find this guy?
I'd be sitting there like, hold on, man. Hold on.
I cannot find this guy's name.
Earthquakes,
But I like
forest
the
fires.
or all that
I don't
stuff.
belong out here.
Man.
I don't belong. Let me take my Midwestern butt back home, man. I don't belong out here.
We'll see. We'll see if any of that motivates LeBron to get it in next year. But I don't think he
they
can
get-
a championship.
They get used to it. Once you live out there for a while, you get used. I got a
All right,
cousin
Joe.
who
Delayed game penalty. Time to move on.
I think that your boy LeBron has won his last championship, man. He won't get another one before he retires.
You don't think they go to the finals next year?
Nope.
Who's gonna take them out?
Who? Talking about the Lakers?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a lot of people gunning for him. That's all people doing is building their team. They're not building teams to beat the Warriors.
Who's got the better record in LA?
We're gonna see what the Clippers do.
No, who do you think right now
Who's gonna have the better record
in LA?
in LA?
In Staples.
Right now, they're saying the Clippers with the trades.
Saying the Clippers too. I think the Clippers will be the better team.
I don't think LeBron gonna take that lightly.
I'm telling you.
Him or Anthony Davis or DeMarcus Cousins or Rajon Rondo. I think all those guys have an attitude about that.
We'll see, man. Hey, said it's gonna be a hot popping
Oh,
NBA.
and the anniversary song. You gotta play some anniversary in here. We gotta
Yeah,
do
let's
some.
go, baby.
Do-do-do-dum-dum, dum-dum-dum.
I'm just waiting on football season. I talk about all this stuff just to get to football season, man. That's what I can't wait to get to.
I'm just trying to get past baseball season.
Man,
It's just
put
way
you
too
to
long.
sleep.
But the home run derby, let's talk about that when we come back, because that was pretty
Did
tricky.
somebody win $1 million
Yeah.
to win a home run derby?
Yes, they did. They gave away $1 million for the home run derby this year. They sure did. And it was pretty cool watching it. But glad.
You know, Bo said he used to knock 4 or 5 out in high school.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he said 4 or 5 a game.
Man, I'm mad because I didn't get $100. He getting $1,000.
$1 million for winning that. And he gave I think about $500 to charity. But it's so crazy because his contract last year was only $550,000. He doubled his contract by winning that freaking.
He must have been a rookie anyway.
He was a rookie, yeah. Yep. Rookie. Doubled his contract winning that home run derby. Check it out, man. We come back, leave you a little bit of tunes, the 5 heartbeats right here. Got some more surprises for you. Whistleradio.com.
Unsportsmanlike Conduct. We'll be right back. Cleveland, it's your guy McQueen on the scene, here to let you know that next weekend it's time to level up and step up to support bully awareness as well as suicide prevention. Next Saturday, July 13th, marks the 3rd annual Level Up Charity Basketball Game, brought to you by Marcus Divine and the nonprofit organization Squad Goals Inc. A family event that will include a gaming truck, raffle tickets, giveaways, music by DJ Fire Squad Entertainment, and of course a competitive basketball game featuring Cleveland's top players. Fun starts at 3 o'clock p.m. at Lutheran East High School, 3565 Mayfield Road in Cleveland Heights. Tickets may be purchased at Eventbrite or at the door. All proceeds will go towards mentoring, educational workshops, and future community events. You can also take the pledge to be bully-free at yesbullyfree.org. The Level Up Charity Basketball Game, Saturday, July 13th at Lutheran East High School. This has been McQueen on the scene. I am Bully Free. As a community, we have suffered and witnessed the effects of being unaware. Our outcomes and decision-making skills are far too often influenced by a stronger and bigger force, the bully. Not only does a bully attack us physically and mentally, but more importantly, socially and emotionally. The bully persuades and predicts our present and future by blinding us from the tools and resources we need to succeed and the ability to pass on that success. At the forefront of our mission is the trauma, and in most cases long-term trauma caused by bullying. It can lead to depression, anxiety, and even PTSD. 75% of bully victims report higher likelihood to develop mental disease. However, bullying can be prevented, especially when the power of a community comes and grows together. By supporting and standing behind bully awareness, we can prepare ourselves as well as our children from the stronger and bigger force. Take the pledge to be bully-free. Visit yesbullyfree.org and take the pledge. This has been brought to you by the nonprofit organization Squad Goals Inc. I am Bully Free.
2019 at the Marriott Cleveland Airport, West 150th Street from 10:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. The wellness fair is free to attend. We include a boxed lunch, health screenings, interactive sessions, and information tables. All clients who attend will receive a gift for participating in a wellness fair. I think it's a gift card, man. You're gonna spend some money on some stuff, man. So call, register at 216-241-3400. You know, and then also this weekend, tomorrow, tell them the big news about tomorrow.
Tomorrow, the charity basketball game, the level of charity basketball game. So that's going to be supporting bully awareness as well as suicide prevention. So level up charity basketball game being brought to you by Marcus Divine and the nonprofit organization Squad Goals Inc. So those doors will be open at 3 o'clock. Location will be Lutheran East High School, 3565 Mayfield Road, Cleveland Heights, Ohio, 44118. Level up charity basketball game. That will be tomorrow, so come on out. There's going to be a gaming truck. There's going to be raffle tickets, prize giveaways, halftime show, and of course there's going to be a basketball game with some of the top players in Cleveland going against each other head to head, and that's all in order to bring out bully awareness and support suicide prevention. So listen up. Come out tomorrow afternoon. Doors open up at 3 o'clock p.m. at the Lutheran East High School, 3565 Mayfield Road, for the Level Up Charity Basketball Game, being brought to you by Marcus Divine and the nonprofit organization Squad Goals Inc. You can buy tickets at Eventbrite or buy them at the door.
Coach, you was trapping up no more? You on ball no more?
Not with some of these young guys.
Not
Because you're not gonna dunk on me,
Right.
and you're not gonna push me around. So
And they'll be able to do all those things.
exactly.
But you don't want to be
Exactly.
seen.
So I just play with my grandson. He's 5.
I heard.
Dunk on him.
I didn't learn my lesson. I tried to prove something last year, man. When one-on-one, this young guy was talking crap, man. So we played one-on-one. Actually, we had this was 2 years ago. We had a game where we had the Cleveland Crush women's team play an 8th grade AAU team. That was 2 years ago when I was coaching as a charity game. And I took a guy on one-on-one at halftime. Beat me in like 30 seconds.
8th grader?
The 8th graders played the women's team. The
Oh.
Cleveland Crush played the 8th grade boys basketball team.
Oh.
Yeah, they
Oh,
got
they played.
smashed. But the thing was, if we had, the only reason why the girls got beat because we let them press. And them boys pressed the whole game. They was all like 6 foot tall and arm spans 75 feet long. These 8th graders look like a college squad. They actually won the national championship and played on ESPN, the same team that Cleveland Crush played.
I'm not losing to no 8th graders,
Right.
bro.
I didn't think
care.
it would happen.
Yeah, I
but
don't
that
care.
press, they couldn't do nothing with it, man. Them dudes, the game was a little close. Man, that little cats turned the full court press on them. I don't think they scored another bucket. They turned it up on them. But these cats were exceptional. Man, these 8th graders were exceptional.
I'm not gonna let 8th graders beat me. It don't matter. You're not.
I don't care.
no.
You're not doing that
No,
on me, no.
No.
Right.
You ain't got into high school yet? You gonna beat me? No.
That's crazy.
There's no way.
I remember when I used to coach St. Thomas Aquinas, right? High school. That was like some years ago.
High
No,
school?
not junior high school.
Oh,
actually.
yeah. On
I went
Superior?
to- On Superior, yeah.
That's
I was
why I
the
was
coach
cool.
there, Yeah.
Yeah.
I walked in first day of practice, man. It just blew me away. Right, first of all, they didn't have a basketball team. I couldn't understand that. I was just in school, and my girlfriend was a teacher there. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna have a heck of a basketball squad. And she was like, we don't have one. I'm like, what do you mean you don't have one?
Is this one of those stories where you lied and got your way in it?
No.
Or are you a coach? Yeah, I coached before. Show us some of your material. Hey, get on the floor right now. Hey, you gotta play like a team.
It was something like that, you know. But I actually went to the principal. I said, you don't have a basketball team? Like, no, man, these guys, I'm telling you, these cats were tall. They had 8th graders walking the hallways. They were 6'5", 6'4", man. I'm looking like, what the heck? Y'all got a basketball team?
Oh, yeah,
Come
that's
on
crazy.
now. Man, so I walked, I'm exaggerating a little bit. I guess about 6'2", 6'3", maybe I'm taller. We had 3 guys we had 5 kids on that team that could dunk in the 8th grade, put it that way. When I walked in, I went to the principal and told her, let me put the basketball program together.
Right.
And she let me, so I had a meeting with the students, the teachers, everything, man. Put the squad together. First day of practice, me and my rest in heaven to my man Ed Harden, man. He was my assistant coach. We walk in the first day of practice, telling these cats to get off the rim. We walk in, they was having a dunk contest. 8th grade. I'm like, I looked at him, man, I said, man, we better have that.
We better be balling.
Walked in, 8th grade team, they having a dunk contest, 8th graders. So I knew we had a special squad. So we go up in there, man, and I didn't know the whole story behind St. Thomas Aquinas basketball team. And anyway, and the big rivalry they had with St.
Philip.
No, it was Holy Name
They were
probably.
Burgundy. They were Burgundy.
Oh, Saint Adelbert.
St. Adelbert.
Saint
They had
Adelbert,
this
yeah.
huge rivalry with St. Adelbert I knew nothing about. Like that game, I swear to you, that game from any game I've ever seen and been involved with, had to be one of the greatest basketball games I've ever seen when we played St. Adelbert. When we beat them, we was down, it was about 2 minutes left. We were down by like 8. Put a pressure on them, man. The last layup that went up at the buzzer. We won. I mean, they rushed the floor. It was a big mob. It was ESPN, like, people going crazy. They was crying and all that stuff, man. So check it out. So I put this team together, right, at St. Thomas Aquinas. So our first game of the season, we played St. Aloysius.
Okay.
And St. Aloysius, they said.
Lakeview, St. Clair.
Every year, that was like they freaking,
my
they owned the league.
Yeah,
every year,
my
they
dude's
won.
son played for them.
So
Yeah.
every year, they were champions,
deep.
every single year, right? We go in there, first game of the season, St. Benedict's, man. No, we playing at Cleveland Central Catholic, that's where their games at. Go in this gym, man, and we wiped the floor with these cats by 25 points, man, like easy. And so after the game, people were crying and hugging and
Like,
people
they
coming.
cheating. They're not in the 8th grade.
This is the first game of the season. I'm like, what the heck is going on like that? And then the lady of, what's her name?
Sister
Earl
Mary?
Boykins'
Oh, okay.
grandmother or mother, one that ran that league. She came up to me like, congratulations. I said, congratulations for what? This is the first game of the season. What is going on? She said, you don't know what you just did. I said, no. She's like, that team
Yeah,
wins
Mama
this,
Wilson.
that team goes undefeated every year,
Yeah.
whoops everybody.
They
And
do.
y'all just walked up here and beat them by 25 like it wasn't nothing. I was like, for real? I said, damn. Man, I'm telling you, we smashed them like it wasn't nothing. And they were not expecting our first year back, because St. Thomas didn't have a squad for like 3 years. You know, we come back, just immediately smashed the best team in the league by 25. We went that whole season undefeated. I was on the news and all that, man, about bringing it back to the glory and all. It was a trip, man. So we had news stories going down on us, undefeated the whole season, and lost in the first round. Man, we played Jesus and Mary, first round of the playoffs, and should have went to the, I don't know why I didn't, but we practiced this 1-3-1. Preston would have blew them out the water. And they didn't do it, stayed a man, and they fouled us. They called foul, they blew that whistle every chance they got, man, to keep them boys in that game. And then it was just too late for us, ran out of gas, but even they came up to us like, nobody come with them. They beat us by 2 or something. They said nobody came within like 25, 30 points of beating us.
Yeah, when you got the refs on your team.
Right, but we had to do that 1-3 up. I regret to this day not going in that 1-3-1, because we just smashed them, man. We took that whole tournament.
Still remember that, huh?
They put Jesus and Mary on us the first game, which they shouldn't have, because we was seeded way higher than that. We was undefeated. They had us play the best team supposed to be the best team first game. We shouldn't even play them, but that's where they did it. But could have knocked them off. But that was a sweet season, man. Sweet season. I got a couple stories like that. I'll tell y'all about another one next time, man.
Okay.
Tell you, man, when it comes to just when it
Delay
comes
game penalty.
just when it comes to philosophies, though, philosophies of basketball, man. I coached the AAU team with a coach that just wouldn't listen, right? This team, we was like the punching bag for the whole freaking. We played in the league with Chagrin Falls, Solon, what else? Some other schools out there. It's AAU basketball, right? We were like, it was my son's 5th, 6th grade team. And I'm telling you, all year, his philosophy of coaching, we getting beat on. Well, they couldn't wait till we got there because they knew they was gonna get a win. We won like 2 or 3 games, but we lost like 15. But every tournament, we the punching bag. So the last tournament of the season, the guy tells me, you know what? Call me like, I'm done with it. I'm tired. Man, you go ahead and coach this last tournament. I said, oh, okay. We met up at I can't remember the name of it, Kinston. Kinston was a hot team then. So we met up at the same tournament with all these same teams we have been playing, been whooping our tails all season long. I told my team when they got there, the same group of guys, I said, they take everything you learned from coach and throw it out the window. We put a whole new offense in right now.
Restart everything.
Listen, we restarting everything right now. Dude, we made it all the way to the championship game and lost to Kinston in double overtime. When I tell you I never seen a bunch of kids so happy that they lost in their life, walked away with that second place trophy, because all this whole season they thought they sucked. And I was like, you all don't suck, y'all better watch how things change today. Man, they had to stop my team from playing too much, because the coach, the ref called a timeout and said, look, man, y'all being a little too aggressive on defense. I said, what? How was they too aggressive on defense, man? I told them to get my ball, and I want my ball. It was like they was trying to, we made up a new game. I don't want them scoring in the first quarter. We were shutting people down, shutting them out. The exact same team they got beat on 3 games all year. We knocking on teams.
That wasn't technically coaching.
It was coaching.
That was believing in you.
No, it was coaching, because I'm one of the greatest coaches in the history. It was straight coaching. I knew what could happen, because I was a sweet coach.
You were a sweet coach. So you don't think they liked you?
It was coaching. I'm telling you, it was all.
So when you
about
said
coaching
get
and
my ball,
philosophy.
that's coaching.
Get my ball, yeah, because
That's not coaching, that's
because
believing
know
in
why?
you.
No, that's because it was their ball too. I mean, get our ball. That's ball. That's your ball, and you don't want them to have it in their hands and get it. Man, we had.
But your eighth grade, the eighth grade team beat up on the Cleveland Crest.
Who? That wasn't my 8th grade team.
That was your Cleveland Crest team, though, right?
That was my Cleveland. No, that wasn't my. Yeah, that was my Cleveland Crest team. Yes, it was. We got beat down.
Hey man,
Yeah.
real quick, man.
But we won the regional championship that year, though, so it was against other women. But I'm telling you, it's all about coaching and philosophy, man. Turn to ragtime. That should sound like a movie. Ragtime, bunch of young cats thought they sucked and ended up almost winning this. It was so crazy because the other coach that came in about, because we went in the loser bracket. We lost 1 game and went into the loser bracket. So that next day, we had to play 4 games just to get to the championship.
Somebody's listening to this.
Back.
Somebody's listening
Oh.
to this. You trying to get a job?
No, man, I'm just telling the story. I just want tears
Boy,
to fall, man.
you sold yourself as the best head
So
coach.
I am the best AAU coach in the history of basketball. Give me a call 216-337.
Or you can email them at
But for real,
voiceitradio@gmail.com.
it's cool to watch that though, man, for real, because these kids could have just went on all summer thinking they sucked and how bad it was, and realized, man, we could have played with anybody all year. It was just about what this guy was teaching
Now they
us.
dislike the other coach.
Yeah, they didn't like them. Even the parents was using us to drop them kids off and leave. Then all of a sudden my phone started reading, I heard we won. Our kids won. That's, the parents start coming back out there, fill the stands
To
up,
watch the game.
To watch these games and watch their kids win and win and win. And it was an incredible feeling, man. Because these same cats was just getting dropped off to go lose, and parents didn't even care about the freaking game they were playing.
No Gatorade, no nothing.
No, they knew to come back and pick us up because we only playing in the middle of 2 games. We about to lose, be knocked out anyway.
So they drop them off quick, get their 3 hours, go kick it.
Go kick it, right. This time they was like, we winning. Took them all the way to double overtime for one of the best teams in that thing, man, and lost by just 1 point. So we got that second place trophy and hoisted it up like it was a championship. Right on. All right. Enough about me. But no, for real, it was a cool experience. But just to show you how coaching and styles can affect like just young minds, man, for real. Like he could have taught them to be losers. That's what he was doing. And then somebody's come in and teach them the same. There was not one different player on that team. The exact same players that he coached couldn't win a game. Took them over 1 time, and they damn near won a whole championship against those teams that's kicking out butt every year. It was a great story. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Teddy, that got to go in his documentary.
Yes, that has to. That's another man. So my
Did Teddy turn his headset off or something?
No, I'm here.
All right, now it's time to get on out of here, man. Get out of here, man. We had a good time on Unsportsmanlike Conduct. Once again, thank you to the great people at the Adams Board of Cuyahoga County.
National Car Mart.
National Car Mart. Get out there today. I am Willie Free and walk away with a Maserati.
And don't forget, man, real quick, tomorrow, Level Up charity basketball game in support of bully awareness and suicide prevention. Real quick, point guard that was drafted by the Celtics last month, Tremont Waters, who played at LSU. Father was found dead this afternoon in a hotel room in Connecticut, and the medical examiner has ruled that as a suicide. So 49-year-old male, father, as I said, Celtics recently rookie drafted. They picked him in the draft last month. He has been ruled out of suicide. So we want to send prayers out to their family for this weekend. It's going to be a hard weekend for them. But as a reminder, come up and support. That's why we gotta be aware. We gotta bring these things. Black mental health is real. Black awareness is real. Bully awareness is real. So come up and support tomorrow. Level Up Charity Basketball Game, brought to you by Marcus Devine and the nonprofit organization Squad Goals Inc. We'll be at Lutheran East High School, 3565 Mayfield Road in Cleveland Heights, Ohio, 44118. Tickets can be bought at Eventbrite, or you can just wait to come at 3 o'clock and purchase them at the door. It's been Mr. Queen on the scene. Cleveland, have a great weekend.
Coach Bo here. Just definitely make sure, as the Queen say, mental health is real. And we have to make sure we take care of our loved ones, and that's why we have the Adams Board. That's why we have Squad Goals Inc. with the awareness campaign. So thank you for joining us again. Have a great weekend.
All right, it's your boy EP from Cleveland. Appreciate y'all joining us today. Don't forget all day long, all day strong, sportsradio.com. If you didn't hear it here, it probably did not happen. And keep tuning in. We make people smarter. It's your boy EP from Cleveland. And don't forget if you want to be great, I'm good. So get good in at least 30 times a day.
And get great.
All right.
I'm the best coach there is.
I'm out. Peace.
Peace.
See you
Take it
tomorrow.
easy, y'all.
All right. I think you ruined my day when you talked about that food over there. I can't get over there.
Where?
Your place on the right.
City.
Yeah, man, you gonna have to go get that. You gonna have to go